Hello, good evening. I'm back here again. I'm Luigi, and I wanted to do a new video about some fragrances. Today, I will talk of the modern line of the Bourjois fragrances for men. That are not so many today. There are some still done, some new one, but there are also some really old one here, but still productive. And they are very cheap. They are very simple fragrances. As they say, Bourjois was the um, house that produced and they still produce today fragrances and the most relevant way makeup items for women, and they produce also fragrances for Chanel and also their other products. So I was thinking, well, they should do some yes, cheap but good kind of fragrances for men. And the line that they are still doing are the masculine and masculine de too. And I have both the lines. I've not every fragrance is from the masculine line because there are so many discontinued, many are to find. From the 5 that they are still doing, I have only 4. The 5th, I don't know if I will buy it because I was saying they are not really that great. They are very simple. They have not great performances, not every of them, and so for that I don't know if I would buy the other one. And I've bought in the past the other 2, the masculine bleu, and I will do a video about them, a video like this, or a comprehensive video, but there are only 2, so it will be quicker, but it will be really detailed. Okay, so today I will talk from the worst to the best of their fragrances. So let's start from the worst for me. Then maybe for you can be also good, but this is the one I will never recommend to anyone because okay, it's cheap, but it smells really generic and it performs totally bad. And I bought this for in a gift set with the deo can and the shower gel for around 12 euros. Okay, but it was not really that great as I will never do again this kind of thing because I've not appreciated it. So it is masculine black premium, not to be there is also the masculine 2 that calls also black instant, and this one it is much better. It performs very good. It is also a bit old school, but it's good. This one is, next time I will talk a bit more, but now this one. So you see, Box really simple, and this is the fragrance. Okay, they are all the same bottle, they change only this sticker and the color of the juice. And sadly this one is really generic, it's some fresh, really alcoholic start, but it is somewhere fresh, little bit green, but really shower gel, a really plain shower gel scent that lasts maybe 1 hour if you're lucky. So it is a bit green, really fresh at the start. There is some grapefruit at the start. There is some thyme, but really a weak thyme essence inside it. And there should be also, as they say, basil, cedarwood, vetiver, sandalwood, and also clove, pepper, but all I smell is only okay, basil okay, grapefruit okay, thyme only a little bit, and the rest there's nothing. No vetiver, no cedar, no strong pepper, maybe a little bit into it. I don't know if my bottle is a bad batch, because it's strange. I was expecting so much from this, and it is really generic, boring, weak. It has only these 3 notes all the time. It will not evolve really much. It will not say to you something that you will like. Okay, it will stay around this, only this hour, boring and fresh. It's okay for only a moment. You go outside, maybe you go to the gym 1 hour, and you will be back with no scent anymore. I was very disappointed about it, because there was also on a site for €5. Also €5 is too much for this. I'm really ashamed. Then next one, this and the other can be on the same level. Okay, if this one was bad, these two are medium to good, medium good. Okay, and then there are Masculin organ in a really bad shape box from Bulgaria, so totally disappointing with the shipment, but the juice is okay. And Masculin Asia, that is much better. I like it so much. So Organ is from 1995, I think, and what I can say, surely this was done by Francois de Massy, and it is, look at this, a very nice colored juice, like orange juice, but not the fruit. And this is much more fruity, is also fresh. This one is like talc, powdery, some ways. It's much better done. Okay, and this lasts much more than the first one. The first one is a total disaster. Also longevity, projection, everything. This one, you can feel it. It is fresh, but it is also warm. So I cannot understand because why they call it hurricane, because it is a tornado of of spices, fresh citruses, then some woods. In fact, what are the notes? They say orange, mandarin, bergamot at the opening, then clove, geranium, and patchouli in the middle, and sandalwood, cedarwood, and vanille at the base. And I can feel almost everything. Cloves not so much, but a little bit of patchouli. There are inside sweetness from vanilla, some warm accent from cedarwood, some also comforting side from the sandalwood. I can say that it contains all the elements for a comforting scent, a very reassuring scent. It should be stormy, so it should be a chaos, but for me it is calming. And this one is a okay performer, good scent, not that original, but I feel it is for a good price, around 10 euros, 12. You have bought something that is worth it, the price. Nothing really super unique, nothing really, because it's from 1995 in a done by a budget company, okay. So, but you can feel the mastery, the master hands, master nose back in the back from this fragrance, because you can feel all the well done mix of freshness, warm side of the fragrance, the sweetness, but also the spicy notes. I want to mildly recommend it, because if you don't want to spend much money for this, better don't buy it. But if you can find it around this amount, I've already said, like 10, 12, maybe 15 euros is already overpriced, but I can mildly recommend it. This is an okay scent. Then Asia, masculine Asia, and this one is a very soapy fragrance. Okay, you should remember something metallic. Okay, Asia, it is steel, and look, another very well colored juice, very like honey, almost like honey. And it contains honey notes inside it. In the late dry down you can feel it, but for the longest time you feel only a very fresh, very soapy fragrance, fresh and soapy. But I can say it, and very dry. If I can, yes, dry, fresh, and this one is very masculine, as the kind of series masculine. Okay, this is very masculine. It is soapy, little floral, little. It contains, and fresh. It contains as they say, lemon and lavender, then juniper berries and coriander and sandalwood, then lichen and honey at the base. And I can really feel this kind of, okay, there is a metallic kind of vibe done by the zingy part of the lemon, the esoteric side of lavender, and the coriander. Coriander for me creates always this fresh, metallic, almost bloody side of a spice. Okay, it is always fresh, but on the almost yes, metallic way. Always it transforms really much on this way. And then you can feel a little bit of already of the base notes of this fragrance that is that are lichen and honey. But honey is not really present like in Kuros, like in Boss Number One, like in the another fragrance that I will do a review sometimes. Mama Man. There they are really prominent, they are really pissy, okay, a little bit stinky. Here, this fragrance is soapy, it's metallic, it's fresh, and it will become a little bit, not stinky, never stinky, but much more, how they say, prominent, maybe mossy, okay, at the end. And this is I am really not that I'm almost happy from this kind of discovery, because I like this fragrance. It is not really original, but it has some kind of old school vibe, and it is soapy. It is okay for not many kind of environments. Okay, I don't know if you can use it for work, maybe some kind of work in industry work, maybe if you are like a worker from another how to say industry, okay, and this kind of environment you can use it really good, because it's soapy, is clean, almost clear scent, but it is very macho in some ways, okay, in the end. And you can find it still, this something about from 1989, around this year, and I think it was Jack Polch that has done this fragrance. And if you can find it around also 10, 12, maybe 15 €, I will recommend it because it is old school, but it is clean, it performs good, it has not a big silage, okay, it has good longevity, around 3-4 hours. It is not so pretentious fragrance, but that's what the name is, okay. It is metallic, it is acier, okay, that means steel. So I recommend it for the vintage lovers that loves really old school fragrances, okay. Maybe it can be it remembers some most some 70s and 70s fragrances, some of this era. Yeah. And then the last one, and it is the one that I love really much, and I would really recommend to everybody, especially who like sweet fragrances, but not too in your face, too overpowering of sweetness. Fragrances that have too much sweetness in it. And it is also, I think, one of the newest one. I don't know if they've done it after Black Premium. And the good one is Masculin Jeu de Nuit. That means games of the night. And this fragrance, I bought it around also 15 euros in a gift set. The fragrance and shower gel, and I can say it is the most how can I say it is the best one for the current time, and it is the bottle. You see, this is clear, almost you can see almost a greenish kind of color in it, but so light that it's a really you must look really for a long time to see it. And this fragrance is the most best suited for the current times, because it is, as I was said, sweet but warm. On the first blast, it is not that great because there is this strong alcohol blast, but then it evolves to a sweet, warm, and somewhere, yes, woody fragrance, really woody resinous one. Oh, and last, it project made him good, and it lasts also around 4 or 5 hours. And wow, if I can say, I've really lost my mind for this cheap and simple fragrance, because I cannot understand why sometimes people talk on many well-known cheap fragrances that are okay, but we know it. We already have talked so much about Brut, or maybe tobacco, or maybe Old Spice, or maybe Stetson, etc., etc. But this one is one of the best of the line. It has this freshness, initial freshness from grapefruit and bergamot. And there is also cardamom as the one of the most used spices nowadays, that give always this sweet aroma, sweet, fresh. Sometimes it evolves in warm also, warm feeling. Then there is also another flower that is always used today, geranium, and oh yes, lavender, and woody ambred woody woods. Another note that is so much used today, because it is a kind of amberwood, amberwood, because it is an accord they use so much as a base note of many fragrances, as Luca Turin said many times when they do a review on their books. And then on the base there is in the base, excuse me, there is labdanum, leather, oak moss, and fur balsam. And I must say, I don't feel every note, okay, inside it. The fur I can feel a little bit, the little smokiness of the oak moss there is a little bit. Also from leather, this they share the same accord, leather and oak moss. The smoky accord that gives you this feeling of leather. And then the lavender also is very prominent, and also the amber woods. This is one of the most prominent note with the cardamom. And but it gives this fragrance very young and playful and different character, okay, that the other one hasn't done in the recent time, okay. I really like this one, and if you can find it for around 10 euros also, or less, or a little bit more, but I recommend it because it lasts good. It has a younger side of how a fragrance is done. It performs really well, and freshness, sweetness, je ne nuit. Why not? If you find it, try it. There are many ratings for this kind of fragrances. Don't listen the good ratings for this. It doesn't worth it. But this one, yes. This one, yes. If you find it, try it. It is a little. It has a little price, and but a big performance for the price, for the cheap house, okay. And that's it today for this review of Bourjois Masculin line, okay. Next time I will review also the Masculin 2, that are only 2 fragrances today, easy to find also on Notino. I'm doing some commercial for them. They are easy to find and they are very good performers. But this for the next time. Thank you very much. Bye bye.